YouTube. This is Josh here, giving you a well overdue video. It's been kind of slow this past few months. I haven't really acquired really any video game related stuff. I just figured I'd do this video to let you guys know what I've been up to, and quite frankly I haven't really been up to a whole lot of anything. Mainly just working, and then I'd come home, and then every now and then I'd do a streaming on Facebook. I might get back into doing streaming on YouTube, but I just haven't had any followers, and I haven't really had the time. I've kind of slowed down on a lot of collecting and whatnot, but here and there I will collect it when I have the funds. I will show you like some stuff that I got. It's not a whole lot. I guess I'll start with the one thing that I got a while ago, not too long ago. I was at my local Goodwill, and I didn't really find anything I was looking for until when we were about to leave, and I saw this sitting on a table, and that is the Rockem Sockem robots. Now this is the old one, the old set from the 60s, because when I looked down below at the at the robots, they both say Marks Toys, so this is the Marks one. The label right here is kind of like worn out. It's supposed to say Rockem Sockem robots right there, but I have to say it's missing the ropes. It's missing the poles for the ropes, but I mean, it still functions. If I can do this. There we go. As you can see, I don't have time to do it, but you get the idea. It functions. Both their heads pop up pretty good. That was a pretty cool find. I feel like I paid a little bit more than I probably wanted to on it, but it was so cool. I paid $25 for that. It's kind of up there, but whatever. I wanted it because it was, I remember playing that back when I was a kid. Not that particular version of it. I remember playing the, me and my brother used to play the Terminator Rockem Sockem robots. That was kind of neat, and I'd like to get that one, and I'd also maybe like eventually down the road maybe get the Street Fighter Rockem Sockem robots that they made, which I thought was kind of neat. The next big thing I got was from my uncle, and he gave me a whole box of like Atari Commodore 64 stuff. Problem with it is it doesn't work. I can't get any of the computers to work at all. Like the power supplies, they're both, I think, shot. Because when you turn it on, they both just have a black screen. Nothing comes up. The little power light comes on, but I get nothing. I've watched numerous YouTube videos and threads about what could cause that, and honestly I really just don't have the time or money to put into them, so they're probably just gonna sit in that box. It's a box full of like old Commodore 64 manuals, and like it came with the AV cable, which I thought was kind of neat. But yeah, Commodore 64 stuff, big box of it. And then probably before that, I've wanted to get back into Nintendo stuff. I just really haven't had the money to do it. So instead of, and I know a lot of people are not going to like, but instead of going out and getting games and spending a whole bunch of money, I just went and got myself one of these. It's the Crix EverDrive N8. I don't know. I just don't feel like, you know, saving up a bunch of money and buying games, you know, retail price, because around my area they're non-existent unless you go to like a retail game store, and then yeah, you're paying about eBay or maybe a little bit more for where I'm at. So I opted and got one of those instead, and I could play the games that I want to play instead. And then recently, I've been kind of getting back into vinyl collecting. I hooked up my turntable, which is a Technics QL200. It's not a super low end, but it's not a high end either. It's kind of like in between it. I like it. It's a semi-automatic turntable. You have to, you know, move the arm, but it has a stop and a cue on it, which is kind of nice. It's for 33s or 45s. And I went to the thrifty shop over the weekend, this past weekend, and because it needs a preamp, I opted to get a receiver instead. They actually happened to find a receiver. I found a receiver at the thrift store I was at. It's a, I'm not gonna show it, but I'm gonna look off camera and see what it is. It's a Kenwood, I'm trying to remember the model number. It's a Kenwood KR910. I believe that's what it was. It's not a super, you know, fantastic stereo receiver. It's from the 80s. I like it. I only paid $30 for it, so it's not like I paid, you know, a high-end amount for it or anything. It does the job that I need it to do. It's got AM/FM radio in it, and I can hook up a tape deck, which I found a tape deck in here. I found an old Marantz tape deck, so use that for tapes. But yeah, it sounds really good with my turntable. I've been listening to vinyl all weekend. I found my parents' old vinyl collection, so I've been listening to that along with records I've had. So I plan on getting more sometime this summer, hopefully before summer ends. Maybe doing that, because that's the one thing I can always go back to whenever I'm having, you know, like fatigue or what's it called? Burnout, I guess you could say, from that. Which I'll never get rid of that, but that's a long time collecting right there behind me. And speaking of that, when I was at the thrift store, I found a nice copy of Road Rash 3. Problem is though, it's manual. Now for this is an upgrade for me, because my copy, which is right here, is the Artworks printout copy, and then this isn't the original case. As you can tell, it's in a thicker case, and I don't know if you can see that on camera or anything, but my label on the cartridge is not in the best shape. It's got some like wrinkles and some wear, so I'll probably end up selling this one off along with the other copy that I have. And then honestly, the last video game related item I got was sad enough to say it was at a Dollar General for $2. I got a set of pins. One says Crazy Gamer, one says Gamer for Life, Keep Calm, and Play Video Games, and I Don't Die, I Respond. Those will be going on my bass strap, because I play bass. So, with that being said, I'd say that's about it on my end for right now. I mean, not really a whole lot going on over here. I'm still collecting when I can, when I have funds. Honestly, yard sailing is not cutting it for me anymore. I'm not really doing that anymore, or flea marketing. It's just it's kind of stopped in my area, like finding good stuff that I need. So anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up the video, and watch my previous videos if you want. And catch me on stream when I'm on. I might do it either tonight or definitely tomorrow. So anyway, take care.